What if some of the most advanced knowledge humanity ever possessed was carved into stone, over 4,000 years ago, and then forgotten? What if the ancient Egyptians knew secrets about the world, science, and even the universe that modern civilization has yet to uncover? Welcome to Adventure into the Unknown, where we explore the world's most fascinating mysteries and untold stories. Modern engineers marvel at the Great Pyramid's precision, built around 2560 BCE. Each side's aligned almost perfectly, with true north-off by a fraction of a degree. This would be a remarkable feat, even today, but the Egyptians accomplished it without GPS, lasers, or modern surveying equipment. Some researchers suggest they used the stars, particularly the circumpolar constellations, as reference points, but the accuracy is so astonishing that it raises questions. Did they have tools or observational techniques we've never rediscovered? Even the base is level within an astonishing 2 centimeters over an area the size of 13 acres. To put this in perspective, if the entire pyramid was scaled down to the size of a football field, the difference in height from one end to the other would be less than the thickness of a credit card. Egyptian medicine was shockingly advanced for its time. The Ebers Papyrus, dating to around 1550 BCE, contains over 800 remedies and detailed observations about the human body. They identified diseases, set broken bones, performed basic surgeries, and even used antiseptics like honey and mowed long before the discovery of penicillin. Some treatments described in these papyri have been confirmed effective by modern science, while others remain mysterious. For example, their understanding of circulation and internal organs is debated, but certain surgical procedures they perform, such as cranial trepanation, would require knowledge of anatomy. That supposedly came centuries later. The alignment of temples and monuments suggests a deep astronomical understanding. Structures like the Temple of Amun at Karnak are oriented to celestial events, such as the summer solstice sunrise. Some scholars believe the ancient Egyptians may have understood the concept of the precession of the equinox is a slow shift in Earth's rotational axis that takes about 26,000 years. If true, this would mean they were tracking cosmic cycles on a scale that most ancient cultures could not. Imagine, their star charts and zodiac systems influenced later Greek and Roman astronomy, and some patterns still appear in sky maps today. One of the most debated artifacts is the Dendera Light carving. It depicts what appears to be a large bulb-like object connected to a snake inside, with figures holding it up. Some fringe interpretations claim this shows an ancient form of electrical technology. Mainstream Egyptologists interpret it differently as symbolic imagery connected to creation myths. Still, it raises the bigger question: how much symbolism in ancient Egypt hides practical or scientific knowledge we can no longer decode? If you're enjoying our journey, please take a moment to like, share, and subscribe. It's free and it helps us create more incredible adventures for you. Thank you for your support. The logistics of pyramid construction remain one of history's great puzzles. Theories include massive ramps, counterweights, and water-lubricated sledges, but no single explanation fully accounts for their speed, scale, and precision. Some researchers point to ancient quarry marks and tool remnants, while others note that certain stones, like those in the king's chamber, were transported from quarries hundreds of kilometers away. The methods they used to move and fit these multi-ton blocks remain partly speculative. Mathematical relationships are embedded in Egyptian architecture. Ratios approximating pi and the golden ratio appear in the pyramid's dimensions. While it's debated whether this was intentional or coincidental, the consistency suggests deliberate design choices. These ratios appear in art, religious symbols, and city layouts, hinting at a worldview that connected mathematics, aesthetics, and spirituality. Could they have understood universal principles? that modern science is only beginning to explore. The Great Sphinx of Giza poses questions about age and purpose. Traditional dating places it around 2500 BCE, but some geologists argue that water erosion patterns suggest it could be much older, possibly predating Egyptian civilization itself. If so, who built it, and why did the Egyptians later adopt it into their culture? This remains one of the most contested debates in archaeology. Beyond engineering and science, the Egyptians had a complex understanding of time, seeing it as cyclical rather than linear. Their beliefs about the afterlife influenced their architecture, rituals, and even city planning. Some scholars speculate that this cyclical worldview might have influenced how they recorded astronomical and geological events, preserving knowledge over generations in symbolic form. The ancient Egyptians were not just builders of monuments. They were keepers of knowledge that blended science, art, philosophy, and spirituality in ways we still struggle to understand. From the precision of their architecture to their mastery of medicine and the stars, they left behind clues that suggest a sophistication far beyond their era. Perhaps, in studying their legacy, we are not just learning about the past, we are catching glimpses of possibilities for our own future. So, what do you think? Did the ancient Egyptians possess knowledge we've truly lost? Or are we only beginning to see the full picture of their genius? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below.